Hello, Chris. This will be some video feedback for week 7. Chris, you submitted this admirably early, and I see that you have evidence of code validation, plus here are your wireframes, which I'm assuming are somewhat revised. It's fine that you did them in pencil. It's good because that allowed you to make a lot of variations. So good job on that. Then I noticed, I was refreshed, you followed the HTML5 Foundations tutorial and adapted it for your Pasta Amore really well. Now I think maybe, and I bet you this displays really well on a portable device, because I think the authors of HTML5 Foundations had that in mind, accessibility and adaptability. Your navigation works well. You've got child pages with content, additional content on them. And I like that you tackled a HTML CSS menu. That's a difficult thing to do. I may be looking at this small, so let me zoom in. It's a lot nicer, of course. I think at that scale than other scales. This is great. I'm not crazy about the way that the navigation shifts down below. That may just because it's displaced with this image, but I prefer the arrangement on the home page. So if you can get your child pages to navigate or have their navigation in the same place, that would be an accomplishment. Your code, it looks like you've graduated to an external style sheet. Good going on that. That's no easy thing to do. And I see that you've divided your page up using, what do we got here? Okay, so this is your navigation. But I also see that you're using the div tag to place things. That's good. Follow that for your other pages. You could use this as your page template. I hope that's clear. It's not good to have styling in two places. It doesn't look like you do. And have you added a footer? Yes, you have. You've got a footer with another sitemap in it. Good job. Chris, this was your earlier sitemap, and, well, actually, I think you had 2 of them. I like the kind of organic quality of this. The web is an organic structure. You really don't know how things are going to branch out. But it's more like a Black Widow web than a Golden Orb Weaver web. What I guess I'm not seeing is a coded sitemap, and that's okay because you have a navigation system. And that's what the navigation would have evolved from, is essentially a sitemap. And in fact, I see that you have a footer, very nice, good going, with a coded sitemap. And if I look at the code for this, other than this additional formatting, I see your unordered list, which is going to become your navigation. Good job. Oh, Chris, I like your typographic hierarchy. I like the size relationship between this head and the text. And I also like that your navigation is very discrete. It doesn't compete with any of your content. In terms of CSS, is this a CSS effect, this sort of burned edge, smoky edge? I like that. You can achieve a lot with CSS effects, not only on type, but also on imagery, as you have discovered. Chris, I didn't notice any typos, but nonetheless, get somebody with an objective pair of eyes to take a look at it, certainly before you present it or include it in your portfolio. I've enjoyed your presence in the class. Wish you all the best.